Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your February 2022 reading. Thank you so much for joining me, and I just want to say that if you haven't already watched the collective reading, you may want to pause and watch that, or you can watch this video all the way through and then go back and watch it, but it's for the collective and it goes more in depth into strength for the entire collective. And this message is meant to kind of zoom in for the sign of Cancer. And I set the intention for this video to be for Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising. Excuse me. Cancer Moons are also welcome if you feel like there may be a message here for you. And cross watchers are always welcome because you may get a message from it. There's always wisdom in a tarot reading. And also, if there's a Cancer in your life that you feel like could benefit from this message, I would definitely appreciate, and I'm sure they would appreciate, if you share the wisdom of the tarot with them. So all are welcome, and thank you so much for being here. So we've already covered strength and what it means for the collective. And what I'm going to do in this video is pull what I like to call, what I'm going to start calling a focus card for each sign. So I'm going to pull a focus card for the sign of Cancer, and then we're going to go deeper into what you guys can expect for the month. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that. Thank you, guides. Please give me one card. Okay. And all right, you guys got the Justice card as your focus card for the month. Okay, so where strength is concerned, it's all about making friends with your vulnerability and really showing up as your authentic self. And Justice is very similar to that in a lot of decks. There are some decks where actually the Justice and the Strength cards are reversed, where Justice is the 8 card and Strength is 11. So I subscribe to more of this, where Strength is 8 and Justice is 11. But I think that's interesting that both of these cards came out for Cancer this month, because, this is all about being in alignment and authenticity. So that's like a double message there. So, and also an 11 is a master number. So this is an important month for the sign of Cancer, where it's really calling you to show up in ways that are authentic to yourself, and also in ways that are in alignment with who you are authentically and who you want to be. It's like almost like planting those seeds for the future. And that makes a lot of sense in respect to where the retrogrades just happened. Like Venus just went direct on January 29th, and Mercury is going direct, I believe, on February 3rd. So it's about really reviewing what went on during those retrogrades, which, Capricorn is 7th house. I'm a Cancer rising, so that's our 7th house, and Aquarius is our 8th house. So these are really important houses for themes of relating to others and merging, of transformation. That's very 8th house theme, and death and loss and, finances. So it's really about living authentically in all of those aspects of life, where, and our 7th house is like our one-to-one relationships. It's not just marriage. It's any relationship that we have with another. It can be a friend, a family member, a platonic friend, a business partner, there are so many kind of relationships. Sorry, I don't know if I said family member, but, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, just partner. It can even be a relationship with like you and your child, you and your parent. It doesn't have to be limited to anything. It's like anywhere where it involves you and another person is very seventh house, and it gets really reductive sometimes when it's just reduced to the house of marriage, and I don't believe that. So, it's really how can we show up in our relationships, and Venus is all about relationships and values, and it's going through a house that's all about relationships. So it's like double alignment of like authenticity in relationships. So let's pull an oracle card that will ground these two cards and kind of show what message that they are trying to blend together for the sign of Cancer. Can I get one oracle card? One grounding oracle for the sign of Cancer, please. Show me clearly. Oh, that one tried to jump out. Let's take a look. Okay, red fox, shapeshift. And let me try to feel that and see if I'm getting anything off of it. I don't feel like this was our card, so let me just keep shuffling. All right. One grounding oracle, please show me clearly for the sign of Cancer for the month of February. Okay. Sorry about that. That's too many. Come on. Sorry about the noise if you had headphones in. All right. Show me clearly. One card for Cancer. Let's just split and see what we get. All right, free your inner fire, pileated woodpecker. All right, so Cancer is a water sign, but we are cardinal. So Leo is fire, justice. This is a Libra card, also a cardinal sign. So cardinal signs are initiators. So this is really about getting in alignment to go, go, go. I see this as like pushing us forward. A lot of the cardinal signs have been getting hit with some serious energy with, Saturn was in Capricorn for 3 years, and Pluto is finishing up, over the next few years in Capricorn, which hits all of the cardinal signs in, certain areas, but, we've all been through it. I'm a triple cardinal, I have my sun, moon, and rising in cardinal signs. So trust me, like it feels heavy when you get those transits. So I feel like, once we get past some of this stuff, we will feel a lot freer and lighter. I'm already feeling it because last year felt like some really bogged down energy. And you might have been feeling the same. So this first tarot card is going to look at where we are at the start of the month. Let's see. We got 8 of Cups here. And we got the Hierophant. Okay, and I am actually going to take these both because I feel a lot of energy coming off of the both of them. So what I'm getting from the 8 of Cups is like where we are is that we have learned a lot of lessons. Like Cancer, we've been through some shit. Okay, let's just cut through the shit and just say like we've been through some stuff. And look at this moon here. This is definitely, we're ruled by the moon, and we're walking away from some of these things that we know in the past didn't serve our highest and best, that threw us out of alignment, that made us feel like our inner fire was kind of dampened and put out. And that maybe we couldn't show up as our authentic selves. Cancer is strongest when we show up in our vulnerability. Like, it really is, kind of softening that shell. And, this is one of the greatest lessons that we will have learned. The Hierophant is a teacher. So it's almost like, these retrogrades of these super personal planets have taught us how to walk away when it's time, and how to move towards our Nine of Cups, and that Nine of Cups is very different from the 10 of Cups, because it's like, what satisfies us, This is double one energy. It's two, but it's also double one. And one's in numerology, not in the tarot, but in numerology, are ruled by the sun. Leo is is ruled by the sun. So it's like, really, how are we walking towards what is lighting us up and freeing up our inner fire? And are there certain institutions that have held us back? There's certain institutions that are freeing us? It could be either one. Take it as it applies. That we might be breaking away from some, where it's kind of like we've realized that, hey, this really isn't in alignment with who I am now. It might have been for a time, but that cycle in my life is over, and I'm ready to walk away from that and towards something that is more satisfying for me, more fulfilling for me. So that's where we are at the end of the month. At the beginning of the month is like we're kind of exploring that. So I'm going to leave those two right there, because I really think those energies together is where we are. I'm going to pull our next card, which is a challenge that might arise this month. So, show me clearly, please. This over. It's a challenge for Cancer that may arise this month of February. Show me clearly. Okay. I'm going to take this one. Just the Four of Cups. And, sorry, got some cards there. The Four of Cups. All right. Very similar energy to this Hierophant and Eight of Cups. A challenge that we might have is like discerning what we want to say yes and what we want to say no to. Because in these cups in the background, it's like we're meditating on the ways that we might have, missed out on. It's almost like those are the cups from the Three of Cups, and we're missing people, and connection, and we're right to, but if it's connected to Venus retrograde, that those connections may not have been the healthiest for us. And here's the universe handing us a cup, handing us an opportunity to go towards something that might be more fulfilling and satisfying. And the Hierophant, it talks about, it rules like religion and teachers and higher laws. So it could be, and it rules associations to me. So, it could be, that you're walking away from a group, and here's this other group that's extending and offering to you, like, here, join us, be a part of it, us, and it could be really fulfilling. And you're sitting here maybe meditating on what could have been with these three cups that, look in the Eight of Cups. Like, by the time you get there, they're shattered. It's like, it's really not all it was cracked up to be. And it might have never really been meant to work out. And it's interesting because this Four of Cups card is ruled by the moon in Cancer. So it's like, what are we really waiting for? The challenge is to see what's in front of us this month, to not miss chances where we can free up our energy, with people or situations or, opportunities that really, are on fire. Like, look at the smoke coming off of this cup, these cups are cold. It's like, that part of our life is done. This is, piping hot and ready to be consumed, or, the universe is offering that, almost like the Ace of Cups. And our challenge is to see it for what it is, open our eyes, and maybe not be meditating on what's in the past or what's behind us, and move forward to what comes next that might be, even better, where we think, that thing in the past might be something we missed out on. We didn't miss out. Like, you can't miss what's meant for you. I love my teacher, Lindsay Mack. When she said that, it was like a light bulb went off in my head. I was like, you can't miss what's meant for you. So it's like, if that's behind you, let's find ways, that are aligned to move forward. So let's look at a card for how we can tackle this challenge, take decisive action, where it looks like in the Four of Cups, like we want to be rooted, maybe in the past, in things that, felt comfortable but may not have been as great as they seemed, and we want to move forward. So how can Cancer take decisive action and tackle this challenge of the Four of Cups in February? Show me clearly, please. Thank you, guides. All right, Seven of Wands. Okay, now this is very interesting. We got the Seven of Wands in another card. Sorry, my kitty cats are like shedding hair all over my table. Love my cats, but yeah, they like to make their presence known in many ways, especially dropping cat hair everywhere. So the Seven of Wands says, like, don't be afraid to fight for what you want, or, this comes, this actually is a challenging card. Any seven is a challenge, but it's like it comes after the Six of Wands, which is a time of victory. And it's like this person has to stand up and, defend what they've already won through their hard work. So it's like, if in the beginning of the month, we finally decided to take steps to walk away, but the challenge is, oh my God, like I'm looking back and, I'm thinking about, what if this could have worked out? And, maybe there is, an energy that comes in and is like, but are you sure you want to do that? It's like kind of trying to bog up your fire that's moving you forward. Is like, do you really want to move on? Are you sure? After you've really taken steps, to be victorious. And, it can be hard for us Cancers because we love hard, and it's hard to let go of situations and people that have meant so much to us, because, our friends become our family. And this could really be, that these wands are, it could be a person or a group of people that try to pull you back in, we're not necessarily done with you, or, things will be better at this time, but that it's time to move on, that, the universe is offering you this cup, this opportunity to move on. And you've kind of made up your mind here at the beginning of the month. And then here's this challenge of, kind of trying to pull you back a little bit. So just be aware of that. Like if that comes up, that, it's okay, to feel a little wishy-washy, especially where the heart is concerned. You know, we are so heart-centered, being water signs, and, you know, it can take a lot of time, you know, in situations where we feel connected to someone or something, to really separate ourselves and make peace with it. But that's okay, you know, that it's just something, a message that we're meant to learn. And, you know, it may not all happen over the course of February, but it will be, you know, it will serve putting us into alignment. So where may we be by the end of the month? Let's see. What's a possible outcome for Cancer by the end of February? All right. 9 of Cups. Oh my God. Okay. Look, 8 of Cups. We're walking towards what we want. I literally said that earlier, our 9 of Cups, and here we are. Like, if we absorb this medicine and, you know, take steps to free our inner fire and really stick to our guns of like, I'm moving forward, I'm not letting anything hold me back, anything or anyone. Here we are, like, doing something we love. We are really in our element and feeling that self-satisfaction that, you know, it doesn't come from anyone else. This springs from ourself, and it regenerates and renews us. So that's a really beautiful ending to the month of February. So let me pull some oracle cards that will kind of clarify the energies of each of the bridges, like kind of bridge between the cards. So we're going to start with a personal power oracle. What is the message for Cancer about their personal power? Oh, okay. I am connected. And, you know, this is a Gemini card. Gemini is our 12th house. So this is like connection to the collective, to, you know, a spiritual connection. So it's like really we can tap into the collective for strength, to help us free up our energy, to free our fire and really, you know, ignite and spark our passion and get in alignment. Like we are connected. And if there are groups that reach out to us, they want to connect with us, they are offering us this cup, we can take it. We can feel safe in the decision to pick up that cup and take it. So let me pull another oracle card, and all of the decks that I'm using, I will put in the description box below. Okay. Look for the overflow of abundance. Okay, so it's like we are meant to be fulfilled, to be abundant. Look, you know, this gift of, you know, this cup, this gift of connection, it's really meant to serve us. Like, we don't have to be in this challenging energy. You know, we're meant to be serene. Like, look for the overflow. Don't look for where the difficulties are. Don't look for these cups back here in the past, you know, where maybe that's like over and done with, because that will dampen your fire. Okay. And I'm going to pull an inner child oracle to see what our inner child wants to say for the message for the month of February. One inner child message for the sign of Cancer. Thank you so much, spirit guides. Okay, practice freedom. Okay, 8 of Cups, walking away, practice freedom. Judgments that have been placed upon us by ourselves or by others can shackle us for your inner fire, stealing our joy and will to live. Take time to remove these judgments, writing down what you believed in the past to be true. Don't let these judgments define you. Release personal mistakes and criticisms. Practice forgiveness with yourself. Okay, so that is a damn message right there. Like, don't let anybody bind up your energy. Practice freedom, because you're not meant to be stuck in this Four of Swords, like rooted energy where we're stuck in the past and we're reminiscing on, you know, challenging things and people. We're looking for abundance. We're looking for connection. We're looking for alignment and things that light us up this month. So thank you so much, Cancer. That is what I'm seeing for this month. And remember, if you haven't watched the collective video yet, please go back and watch that. And also, I appreciate your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future readings. I'd like to thank your guides and my guides, and thank you for your time and your energy. And I will see you next month. Bye, Cancer.